Pakistan 2010. 40% of Pakistan is flooded. 17 million people are affected by the floods. The Danish Emergency Management Agency, or DEMA, has 3 ongoing missions in Pakistan, employing both permanent staff and volunteers. One of these missions is to set up water purification plants. The plants can turn filthy wastewater into completely clean, drinkable water. The 10 plants which DEMA has set up in Pakistan can produce around 100,000 liters of drinking water per day. In another mission, DEMA is building a base camp for 70 people. The base camp is accommodation and office facilities for the UN workers who are working with coordination of the humanitarian assistance. The base camp is set up in cooperation with a number of IHP countries. IHP is the International Humanitarian Partnership, and members are Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Finland, Estonia, Germany, the Netherlands and Great Britain. The third mission is a hospital project. DEMA has built 2 small hospitals and 2 mobile and flexible clinics. The concept is overall called light field hospitals. At the hospitals and clinics can offer medical treatment. Everything is housed in tents equipped with air condition. Without the air condition, it would be impossible to stay in the tents. On all hospitals and clinics, DEMA has hired Pakistani doctors and nurses. The advantage is that they speak the language, they know the culture, and they are familiar with the treatment of common diseases. The local staff is supervised or given guidance by Danish doctors and nurses. Some of the Danish doctors and nurses also have a Pakistani background. That helps to facilitate the communication across language, culture, among others. This girl is between 14 and 16 years old. The mother is not quite sure. The girl is heavily dehydrated, so she is given fluids and antibiotics. After 5 hours of rest and IV fluids, the girl is so well that she can go home. The advantage of the 2 hospitals is that people are only admitted for a short while, for example to receive intravenous fluids. It is also on the hospital that the doctors and nurses are accommodated. The main hospital in Rotterdam is also the base for the Danish staff. The advantage of the smaller clinics is that they are extremely mobile and flexible. They consist of a tent, air conditioning, examination equipment and medicine, meaning that they can easily be moved. The thousands, well millions of internally displaced people have lost everything. The car is gone, the donkey-drawn cart is gone. They have no way of getting to the hospitals. Therefore, the clinics will come to them, all the way out to the dikes. Many families are living on the actual dikes, and on the wet side the water is deep, more than 2 meters as we can see here. Should a dike collapse, a lot of water will of course flood through. A lot of water. However, it is believed that in the event of a collapse of the dike, the water will come in a moderate flow, not as a tidal wave. That will give the staff enough time to be evacuated. This girl looks like she's 1 year old, but she is 3. She is malnourished and heavily dehydrated. IV fluids, antibiotics can almost perform miracles. A few hours after these pictures was taken, she left the hospital. This boy is 2 years old. He has a fever, a simple infection. The family has not been able to get the boy treated. Now he will be cured for 4 to 6 days, and then the boy's fever sufferings will be over. The hospitals are almost a small society that must be constructed. And it is very important that we are self-sufficient in order not to be a burden for the society we are to help. There is a Danish saying that our hero is no good without food and water. This dictum is also true when running a hospital. Food has to be cooked for the Pakistani staff and patients, as well for the Danish staff. It is hot. The staff consume large quantities of drinking water due to the day temperatures up to 45 degrees Celsius. The water purification plant here is producing clean drinking water. And a lot of water is needed, both for cooking and drinking, but also for cleaning and for washing clothes, sheets, blankets, and other hospital linen. Hygiene is given a high priority since the risk of contagion is extremely high. For that reason, a daily shower is also a high priority. From Denmark, we have these 2 mobile shower tents. It is absolutely clean water from the purification plants that are coming out of the showers. These toilets are low-on toilets. That means that urine and faces are separated. The urine goes into a tank and faces ends up in this bucket with loam. A natural process starts, and after roughly a month, everything has been reduced to pure loam. Even the green bucket will disappear. The local power supply is extremely unstable. Therefore, these generators are the power supply to the hospitals. And let us be clear, we are heavily reliant to power. This is the hospital incineration plant, where everything from daily rubbish to contagious hospital waste and needles are destroyed. And the waste must be destroyed, otherwise it would pose an enormous risk of contagion. This elderly man has a lung infection, an infection that easily can be treated. The man has not had the opportunity to receive any treatment until now.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you.
Thank you very much.